character for the Bangladeshi lineup. Now this time forcing to play the drive. That's a boundary to start off.
Went to 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃 back in 2013, swept, but there is a fielder at mid-wicket, and she does well to prevent the boundary.
After that, it was Otis Gibson, now chipped in the air. The Raider is having a tough time to stop that up.
According to the line and length properly, make things difficult. That's a paddle sweep, comes out. It will be a long chase for the fielder, and the ball eventually wins the race. A boundary for Pereira. Down the leg, and it's going to race away to the fence. Not the best of the deliveries from Maruf Akhtar. Again, the paddle comes into play. A long run for the fielder, and she can't get it. Another boundary to the same region at short mid-wicket. That's cut and cut well. Will race away for a 4. Comes down the pitch. Hits it high. Not.
Dulani, a full toss. But not very much well executed by the batter. That was a gift from the bowler, I guess.
Worked away into the onside. Will be a single, as it was between two fielders. Yet again, the paddle comes into the play. The ball is trickling to the fence. Will it have enough legs? It will. Shot. It's a lovely stroke. Pierce the gap with ease. That's a shot. A great shot straight down the ground. Over the bowler's head for a boundary. This time she beats somehow and gets a boundary. A loud appeal and the finger raised. That's the first blood. 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃 gets the first wicket and removes the skipper, Hasini Pereira, from the equation. Celebration for Bangladesh. And they should celebrate loudly because this was the breakthrough that they were striving for.
She's not going to pitch it up. Yeah, that is the deviation, and she's gone. Second wicket for 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃. And the left-handed Samarawickrama, she has to go.
Ball sort of stopped onto the batter. Was a clear leading edge. And a very important wicket for Bangladesh in the context. Sri Lanka losing their second wicket. Harshita Samarawickrama not being able to add a lot. Again, keeping it slow. That's high. Timing wasn't the best. Big chase.
In this particular format for Bangladesh, surpassing Salma Khatun. Now, that's not a decent stuff by the fielder at the cupboards. Purchasing a couple of runs, providing a gift of a couple of runs to the Sri Lankans on that occasion.
A slip is an aggressive way to try and pin the batter back. Hansima.
Gully has taken in place. Once again, a gift from the fielder that goes away for a boundary for the development of entire cricketing ecosystem. Now she finds the gap. That's a brilliant shot.
Nicely taking that quick single once again.
Bowlers as well.
As we see a slice misfield there from Rabia.
Single to finish it off. This time mixing the length very well. Forcing the batter to root back. A bit of wrist work by the batter.
Flighted, edged, and well away from Nigar Sultana Jyoti. That will not trickle away. That's some great piece of fielding from the fielder to stop the boundary. This is sensational stuff. And yet again, it's the cheetah, Maruf Akhtar.
Purchasing highest amount of wickets in one-day international.
Most informed batter comes down the pitch, hits it firm, down the ground, and will result in a boundary.
Coming down the track, goes over the bowler's head, goes for the boundary. ensure the proper timing. This time a bit wider. Finds the gap once again. That goes away for a boundary once again. The 30-yard circle. Once again she finds the gap. Long chase on for the fielder. Diving towards her right to fetch the ball in.
Again, goes aerial, but straight into the hands. The debutant 𝗿𝗀𝗽 takes an easy catch, and that's the end of the informed Dullani. She has to take the long walk back to the pavilion. And finally, some justice to Sultana.
That has been the goal set up by Nigar Sultana Jyoti. Every time enforcing the batter to come forward. Mid-off was up into the circle, inviting the batter to go over mid-off.
That's pulled, and pulled for a boundary, slightly short of length. And Dilari says thank you very much. Comes down the pitch yet again. That's a strike and a half from Hansima. That's a good shot. Played it late. Chase for Ritumoni. And a couple of runs. That's a good shot. A swashbuckling strike from Dilhari. And she earns a boundary.
Trying to keep it nicely driven. Slightly against the turn, but there is a field.
Getting better right now. Now plays over the top. Plays over cover. One bounce, two bounce into the hands of the fielder.
Oh, that's not a good delivery, but you don't need to bowl good deliveries to pick up a wicket, probably. What a catch. And it's the debutant once again. We'll just have to make sure she's taken it. And everyone's rushing towards her. What was that, Sami?
3 maidens in this particular innings. Now going for the shot, going for the drive.
That's driven nicely and we'll find the gap. Finally, shackles broken.
A bit. That's good cricket. That's very good cricket. Going for the single.
That's sliced up in the air, catches the call, taken. Sharna Akhtar with the catch and Marufa with her celebration. Important wicket. Probably the off cutter. Slowed it down, sliced up in the air, timing not there at all. Lakshika has to walk back. Big wicket for Bangladesh as we've entered the last 10 overs of this innings.
Short, pulled, but not in the gap. A fielder will be found. Again, slower, straight to the fielder who makes a bit of fumble, and that allows the batters the combination of red and orange. But it's a good strike and a very good catch as well. What about that? It's Sharmin who's pulled off a screamer of a catch. Wow. Certainly the best catch of the day.
The catching from Bangladesh has been so good. Another wicket where the combination of the bowler and a mid-off fielder has worked. It was hit straight and flat, very hard, but it found the fielder. And Ritumoni picks up her third. Has been such an effective inclusion in Bangladesh's bowling attack. Kavisha Dilhari goes back for 30, a well-made 30.
Swept. And swept well for a boundary. There was a fielder stationed at mid-wicket.
Now this time playing across. A pill and finger raised up. All the investments coming to an end. By the grace of Nahida Akhtar, Bangladesh have managed to pick up another wicket. Number 7 goes down for Sri Lanka.
It was full and straight, plumb, easy take for the umpire. That swept away. 2 fielders are there. Oh, what an effort. This is immaculate fielding. Marufa on the recovery, but
49th over. That's big. Played it over mid-wicket. One bounce to the fence.
Goes again. Aerial. Fielder is lining up. And she takes it. Yet again a very good catch. Shobhana Mostari has pulled off a blinder.
She had to go for it. Against the turn, coming down the track, playing with the vertical bat on that occasion. Tried to go over mid-wicket, but not getting the elevation right. But you must give credit to Shobhana Mostari. She had to run for 20 meters or so. And then took it with perfection. By Nahida Akhtar, conceding only just 2 runs in the very last over. That kept low. And the deviation did the trick for Nahida Akhtar. She finishes it off with a dot ball. After the completion of 50 overs, it's 205 for 9 Sri Lanka. So the equation is clear. Bangladesh, they have to chase down 206. That is the scorecard. They had a pretty decent enough. Hasini Perera scoring 27 of 41. She wants to restrict the opponent within 200, but she will be happy enough with her bowlers, the effort they have put up into the middle. Maruf Akhtar, it was a brilliant effort by the bowlers at the very later stage of the match by the grace of Nahida Akhtar, ঋতুমণি, Maruf Akhtar and Sultana Khatun all together putting up a brilliant effort. We're coming back after the break when the Bangladesh team will go on for their chase. Once again, welcome back from Rajshahi Divisional Cricket Stadium. It's the first ODI between Bangladesh women and Sri Lanka women.
Madara to start the proceedings, and here we go for the ball number 1. Oh, well bowled. Some hint of swing initially. Bowled her! What a delivery! Again, swing, full, and Charmin Chupta has been castled.
That was a nothing shot. That was really a nothing shot by Charmin Chupta. It was like a floater. Madara just pitching it up. Charmin tried to open the face of the bat but misses it completely. She has to depart. Sri Lanka, they have got the breakthrough.
Flighted, and this has been hammered down the ground. Early signs of aggression from... She goes again, but the fielder on the line of the ball takes a sitter. Too many shots attempted, and 𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂 has to pay the penalty.
That is called experience. That is experience is all about. The mid-on was placed up into the circle and grabbed the catch completely.
On the pads, clipped away for a boundary.
Women's ODI World Cup qualifiers, but this qualifies to be a brilliant shot.
Driven straight down the ground. A lot of power behind it. Flighted. Chupta slaps it through the cover. The paddle sweep comes into the play, and she's executed that so well. Although a fielder intervenes. Again, the paddle sweep comes into play. This time it might be a boundary. 3 fielders racing, and no, again, it's been intercepted.
Success for Vihanga in her first over.
Played it late, gets through the gap, and it will race away to the fence.
40 years young, slow left-arm orthodox, 95 wickets in women's ODI cricket, but that was not how she wanted to be greeted. Beautiful from Charmin Chupta.
Nigar Sultana Jyoti lost her wicket, playing that sweep shot, now improvising. That's a brilliant stroke. Chase on for the fielder. It goes away for a boundary.
Thing about them that they score a lot of runs. They score heavily from... This time goes inside out, finds the gap once again. This is a fast outfield, and this will make it all the way.
That's a cracking shot. Beats in field, beat the covers. That's raced away for a boundary. Trying to place the ball towards the gap. This time got the outside edge and got the boundary as well. Ilhari from one end, Inoka from other. Goes down the wicket, down the ground, raises away for a boundary. This time, 𝗂𝗵𝗂𝗃𝗃.
She hit it straight enough to beat the fielder. And once again, look at that.
Caution applied by 𝗂𝗵𝗂𝗃𝗃. This time, very well managed shot. I think that will raise away. Chase on for the fielder, but she will give up. Another boundary in this over by 𝗂𝗵𝗂𝗃𝗃. Once again, adjusting the length very well. That will go away for a boundary as well. 4 boundaries in a row.
Will get an upper hand. That's a lovely shot. Over the top. 1 bounce, 2 bounce, and then rolling into the fence.
Have a partnership of 78 runs. This time jammed away in between 2 fielders. That is going away. The fielder gives up the chase. That's a boundary.
Goes for the big shot. Just over the fielder at the cover region. It will run away for the boundary. We've talked about... Oh, is that an unlucky situation for Shorna Akhtar, the non-striker's end? It was struck straight. As to whether there was a deflection off the arm, which the bowler has claimed. Driven nicely, and that will find the boundary once again. Sharmin Shubhta.
64 from 94 in the middle for a long time. Again, sweep attempted. Better connection will be a single.
I think the wicket have started breaking up, and this time the spinners are...
Comes down the pitch, does Shorna, and hits it over the top. The fielder could only watch it sail away for a 6.
That is a mighty hit by Shorna Akhtar, going down the wicket, going down the ground, anticipating the full toss well, where Sri Lanka were having their sky blue shirts on. That is a gift, by the way. Beats the wicketkeeper, beats in field, and beats the fence. That shot, fetching for the boundary. That goes away. That's a narrow escape, but ended up getting the boundary by Shorna Akhtar.
It's a new brand of cricket from the whole team. That's picked up on the onside, and that will have enough legs to run all the way. Shorna gets a boundary. Wide, slapped just over the fielder. And it races away to the fence. The fielder fails to stop it. She tried to take the full toll. Swept in the air. Oh, put down. Could be a wicket. Sharmin Shubhta gets alive.
Steps out. Goes across. Oh, pops in and pops out. Sharmin's turn to go big. Across the line. The slog sweep deployed. Into the ropes.
Driven on the up through the gap, but there is a fielder who won't reach it.
Slices it. Oh, that could have been curtains for her, but today is not the day. Proud of her performance today. Shorna Akhtar goes for the big shot and hands it over to the fielder. So close, yet so far. Bangladesh still 7 runs short. And the other set batter, Shorna, is out.
Well, will there be a twist in the tail? A great fight back from the Sri Lankans. Again, a tossed up delivery from Vihanga. Shorna was looking to be aggressive. Completion of a great knock under pressure and has made a comeback. That's picked up. Sounded good, but there's a fielder under it who takes the catch. 𝗵𝗺 goes back for a duck. And now the match is tilting in favor of the visitors. Is it? The question can be raised.
Question can certainly be raised here. Lack of game awareness here from the batter. Also under a bit of pressure. Fighting side. They fight till the end. This one is mistimed and straight to hands. My goodness. Rabia Khan perishes. Almost a catching practice for the fielder, and out of nowhere, seems like Bangladesh again goes for that slash, can't find the gap. Flighted, soft touch. Teases the fielder out there at mid-wicket. Another quick one, a direct hit. The dive from Mahida as well. Will it go back to the TV umpire? Yes, it does. The signal is for another call that the TV umpire will have to decide. The fielder, just look at that effort. Pick up and throw. The dive probably has saved her.
Misfield, and that's it. The single has been taken, and Bangladesh go on to beat Sri Lanka in the first ODI of Sri Lanka Women's Tour of Bangladesh 2026. It's a nail-biting finish. Could be an easy victory for the home side, but they made it difficult. A series of wickets made things very difficult for Bangladesh. And in the end, they clinch a victory by 3 wickets. Congratulations to the home side and commiserations to the visitors, because they have also fought very hard.
Some new faces, some making their comebacks. Chamari Atapattu absent today from the Sri Lankan 11. Hasini Pereira leading her side, winning the toss, batting first. Probably would have felt they could have scored 30, 40 more runs. Start was really great, but could not end the innings well, Sri Lanka. And in reply, Bangladesh women, they've pulled out a very, very useful run chase here.
For more updates, subscribe to our YouTube channel and click on the bell icon. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Download 𝗃𝗵𝗃𝗃 app to enjoy exciting games and highlights. Visit 𝗃𝗵𝗃𝗃𝗃.com.